This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Today we're going to talk about, I've done some recent reviews and I've been a little harsh on them. Particularly Heroes of Might and Magic 3. We've talked about Slay the Spire quite a bit. And they haven't been favorable, but it's not that they're bad games. It becomes a thing is when you have two different hobbies cross over into each other. Does it work? Okay? You know, when you take a video game and make it a board game, does it work? Because the video game usually is so much easier to play, and it's a different type of experience. Where if you take a board game and convert it over to a video game, you're taking away the setup and making it easier. So which really works better? Okay, does converting a video game to a board game work better, or does taking a board game and making it an app or a video game, does that work better? How many Pathfinder games have we seen? We've seen some incredible games. One Deck Dungeon, which, you know, to play it, it's pretty fairly simple, but to just flip on your app and take your iPad out and be able to play this game is pretty incredible when you think about it. You know, Space Hulk, which was a miniature game. How easy? How is that? You know, of course, you know, that's kind of one of the ones where you kind of draw a line a bit, because I don't think the true experience of Space Hulk converted over works as well. And let's not forget Blood Bowl, how bad the computer cheats on you, and it does cheat. It cheats like a mother. You know, how many times would you? Now, don't get me wrong. We all have bad rolls, and that's the beauty of Blood Bowl, is strategically moving all your pieces into a place and getting the best possible odds, and then rolling that one. Well, with the computer, it happens more often. So, does that take away a bit? Maybe so. But, you know, if you're on the go or something and you got a little handheld, you could play Blood Bowl on the run. How cool is that, right? So it does work in a lot of ways, but sometimes it takes away from a feel of a real board game. And with the, you know, taking a video game and making it a board game, I think that's where it really kind of gets a little lost. People will buy it because of the name. It almost seems like a gimmick in some ways. But when you take, you know, something like Heroes and Might and Magic, you know, I played King's Bounty when that first came out, and then when they started with the Heroes series, you know, I played them all the way through. Just tremendous, wonderful experiences. And then you go and play the board game, and yeah, it feels like the video game, but why? Okay, were you hoping for something different? I was, because if I want to play Heroes of Might and Magic, I'd rather just sit in my easy chair and just go click. Okay, everything's all set. One player, such and such. Click, start, and you're off and running. Okay, there's no calculating, cleaning up, setting up, this, that, and the other. Again, for the board game purist, okay, who doesn't play video games, you want to know something? Heroes of Might and Magic 3 is a great game. Slay the Spire is a great game, okay, for the, you know, the person that only plays, you know, board games. And, you know, you'll have some of your uppity board game players, as I like to call them. I'm trying to be polite. that are, would just say, oh, no, 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 this is the only way to play it. Video games are polluting your mind. I like both. And a lot of us, I think at least 80% of us like both. If we're going to have something, hey, Wingspan on the computer, tremendous. Tremendous. Scythe, being able to play that, tremendous. Okay, like I said, One Deck Dungeon, Gloomhaven, which it cleans up all the maintenance and some of the stuff that'll make your head spin stuff. Really, really great versions of it. Elder Signs. I can just go on, and it seems to me that the conversion of a board game to a video game is more acceptable for me than if I took a video game and brought it over to and made it a board game, because it really becomes a thing of time, setup, and all these other things that the video game takes out for you. And I think it just works better. I don't think a lot of games, unless you change the game and you use that name, and what you do is basically take some of these you could take Doom, for instance, some of the from the later Dooms, and you build a different game around historic characters. And hey, these are the Doom characters, but this is a different way to play it. It does have some feel to it, and so forth and so on. They give you little essence of it, but they change the game enough that it is in the game. Take a look at Darksiders, how that works, and so forth and so on. It's really a very thin line, but for me, I'd rather play a board game that's converted to a video game than a video game that's converted to a board game. Just my opinion. And again, as always, I love to hear your comments and how you feel about this. And how, huge Kickstarter like Heroes of Might and Magic, was it worth it for you? What did it give you enough difference that it changed your mind about playing the older video game? You have to scratch your head on that, and only you guys can answer that. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.